If you guys are looking to buy or sell any Ultimate Team coins, go and check out u7buy.com. The link will be down in the description below. You can use my discount code JACK54 at checkout for a lovely little discount. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Football vs FIFA, the show that combines football and, yes, FIFA. Today's episode, we have got some absolutely unbelievable European games. All right, guys, just thought I'd butt in here quickly because I know the predictions were actually uploaded earlier in the week, and you guys said you'd rather the predictions and the results all in one video, so that's why I've uploaded this version. If you want to skip to the results and have already seen the predictions, click the timestamp in the description of this video. The games are as follows. We've got Napoli versus Frankfurt, Liverpool versus Real Madrid, Inter versus Porto, Leipzig versus City, Monaco versus Leverkusen, Nantes versus Juventus, PSV versus Sevilla, Roma versus Salzburg, Man United, Barcelona, and Union Berlin versus Ajax. For today, ladies and gentlemen, we are only going to be having the predictions. A few people commented on the last episode that the videos are a little bit too long, so I'm going to try and do something about that. We're going to try and pilot for this episode it to be in two parts. So today is going to be predictions, and then you guys get to see the predictions before the games have been played, and also you guys get to vote as well for who you think is going to win. And then later in the week we'll have the follow-up episode where we see and react to the results, and then remove the players from our teams and play a game, and the loser discards some coins. If you would like to see that, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see it go back to normal, also let me know. And of course, as you can see to the left of me, we've got Owen. Would you like to say hello, mate?
Hello. I'm very excited for this, trying to show some football knowledge, and also I'm absolutely buzzing that I've come on when we don't have a Chelsea game to predict, because it's not that fun talking about them at the moment. Let me say that for free.
Mate, I thought Liverpool were bad, yeah. All right? If Liverpool had signed 6 or 7 players and were still bad, I would be crying. Yeah, no, you're in a transitional process, aren't you, mate? Let's be honest. But really, you would have expected at least a couple of them players to have been able to have an impact big enough to not lose against a team that is looking like they might be striking relegation. Yeah. Although you did come up against arguably one of the world's best free kick takers. Well, he is one of the world's best free kick takers. James Ward-Prowse, you deserve a lot more credit, I'm telling you now. I did see people saying that he was like the best ever. I don't quite agree with that. Janino, Ronaldinho, Beckham did all live and well are still alive. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the case. Maybe I think there's a case for the best Premier League one.
Yeah, well, I think he's just equal Beckham's record, hasn't he, or something like that?
Yeah, although I did see Beckham done it in quite a few less games. I would say, though, there's that one position for James Ward-Prowse on the edge of the box or whatever, wherever it is, where his strike rate is actually astronomical.
Oh, yeah.
I saw like a thread about it on Twitter. It's unbelievable. So, yeah, fair play to him. But anyway, we will crack on with the very first game, mate. Napoli versus Frankfurt. Napoli are destroying the Serie A at the moment. And quite frankly, if you ask me, I can only really see a Napoli win. What about yourself, mate?
Yeah, I've personally gone for a Napoli win as well. Like, I think they're the top performing, like, in the whole of the top 5 leagues in terms of points. There was a period where they were like them and Arsenal were like balanced, but Arsenal obviously have dropped a couple of points. Napoli are flying. Osimhen, is that guy going to go for close to 100 million soon? Because that guy just looks. Because I thought at first he was like a pace merchant and just like not that much about him, but the goals he's scoring are unbelievably talented.
Oh yeah, and he's clear at the top of the goal scorers list by 5 goals as well, to be fair, in the Serie A. Yeah, he's performing at a ridiculously high level. He's scored 6 goals in his last 5 games. I think it's actually 10 in the last 10 or 9 in the last 9. It's pretty mental. So yeah, I think we're both in agreement, mate. Napoli are going to win that, and they have obviously got the home advantage as well. The last time these two played was actually in 1994. Fun little fact. Wow. Frankfurt done the double over them, 2-0 on aggregate. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be like that this time around. Who are you going to be putting in, mate?
I'm putting in the man himself. Putting in the man himself, Osimhen, his
Very nice,
87 in form.
Lovely stuff. We also are we've changed the rules a little bit. You have to choose a player from the team you think are going to win. If it's a draw, you've got free reign. You can choose either side. But yeah, we're going to change it to that. I think that's better, if you ask me. And it makes the squad building a lot clearer as to who you have gone for at the end of the day. I have gone for the left winger. I really don't want to pronounce his name. Do you want to give it a go? Honestly, please let me know in the comment section below right now. How do you pronounce this man's name? I don't want to disrespect it.
Well, I feel like we've gone from football versus FIFA to like English literature versus FIFA.
Yeah, no one would be good at that. No one in the community would succeed. I can tell you that for nothing. But yeah, please, honestly, let me know in the comment section below. Genuinely want to know so that I can actually, pronounce it properly. But yeah, next game then, mate. We have got the dreaded Liverpool versus Real Madrid. They are our European arch nemesis. I hate playing against these guys. We obviously lost in the final against them. Yeah. Season just gone. Not fun at all. I feel like they almost, it's like is it Expelliarmus in Harry Potter? Like, legit, like, as soon as they flip cast that spell, it's like we freeze and we can't play football. Yeah. Don't know what's going on. Or we get injured, or our goalkeeper, lets in a couple of howlers.
Yeah.
But, I'm feeling confident, though. I think we can get a win. I feel like we're full of confidence. 2 wins against Everton and Newcastle has put us in very good stead. Don't get me wrong as well. I know Newcastle went down to 10 men, but no team has beaten them at home this season. Yeah. And we done just that. So, and that was before the red card. We were 2-0 up and scored 2 very nice goals. I'm feeling confident. I'm going to go for a 2-1. I don't think there's going to be much in it, mind. I think Real Madrid will score at some point. Wow. What about yourself, mate? I'm going to be putting Van Dijk in.
Of course. Fair play. Me personally, I was thinking Liverpool first because of the momentum. The momentum's just not strong enough for me. I think you are on your way, but I think Champions League is just a different kind of game to Everton and Newcastle. And yeah, it's just going to be immense. I think Real Madrid are just going to sneak one. I think they've got some injuries, but I believe Benzema is fit.
Benzema is going to be in the squad, I believe.
Yeah. So if Benzema does get a bit of action, or even that attack without Benzema, I think your centre-backs are struggling at the moment. And yeah, I think they're just going to make it a bit horrible for you guys. It will be definitely an absolute class match, but I'm going to go for Real Madrid. I'm going to guess a sneak of a 1-0. Just a smash and grab and then take it to kind of the second leg. Yeah, I think that's just kind of the fairest result, in my opinion.
Who are you putting in, did you say?
I'm going for a risky one, and I'm going for my icon.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I'm going for Prime Casillas.
Oh, damn. All the eggs in one basket. Yeah. All right. Come on, Liverpool.
Tonight I will
Here we go.
Praying.
Here we go. All right. Fair play, mate. I like to see it. Next fixture, we've got Inter versus Porto. Another pretty big game, to be fair. Porto always seem to get to this kind of part of the competition. Do sometimes get a little bit further as well. Liverpool like to do a number over them. And Inter, solid side, doing okay in the Serie A. Yeah. Obviously, Napoli, like we have discussed, are miles ahead, but Napoli are second best by at least 3 points. In my opinion, I can really only see an Inter win, to be honest with you. I think the other leg, it could be a bit interesting. I can't necessarily see Inter losing the whole fixture over the 2 games. So, yeah, for that reason, mate, I'm going to go ahead and put in Nico. Is it Nico Barella?
Yes, I believe so.
I think it is Nico Barella.
I'm joining you. I'm joining you on the Inter hype. I think Martinez has scored either 1 or 2 goals recently that I've been seeing. Looking really, that guy is so good for Inter, but for the national team, he just can't put the ball in the back of the net. No. I am going to be putting my arch nemesis Romelu Lukaku in the team up front. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what he's doing this season. One of my friends is an Inter fan, and he doesn't seem like too hyped about him recently. But there's talks about them extending the loan from Chelsea, so maybe it's. But Martinez, Great player for Inter.
I also think as well, Porto remind me a little bit of PSG, not in the sense that, you know, they're at the same level, but Porto, no disrespect to the Portuguese league, but when you come from when you're playing your league football in a league which doesn't necessarily have like the highest level of opposition, I always feel like you come to struggle when you come up against these big teams in the Champions League. Don't get me wrong, that's probably a little bit harsh to say, seeing as Porto have done okay, to be fair, in recent years in the Champions League, but I do just think they're going to struggle against Inter. Yeah, I think Inter are the better side. Porto very rarely lose games, but that's kind of to be expected in that league. Inter have lost a few, so, you know, but in my opinion, it's just a better league, if you ask me. So, yeah, both in agreement there then. Leipzig versus Manchester City. I don't think this is going to be straightforward, mate.
Oh.
Personally.
Talk to me.
I really don't. City go ahead and beat Arsenal, and then they go ahead and draw to Nottingham Forest.
Blew my mind that. I really thought City were like that kind of team to like win against Arsenal and then just be like, right, we are going to... I honestly thought... I captained Haaland in FPL over Rashford because I thought these guys are going to Forest. They're like literally going to like ruin them. But no, just a draw. I mean, they could have won that game like 4-5-0.
Leipzig as well, and they've got a bit of history with Leipzig, and bear in mind this is at Leipzig as well. They've got some very, very good players. I just got a feeling about it. It's either going to be like 5-0 City, or I think it's going to be a bit of a goal fest and could go either way. I'm going to go for a bold draw, mate.
I love that.
Is that bad?
No, I think that's fair. Because City normally would it's quite normal that City do a draw and then they smash them at home.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I just have a slight feeling that could happen.
Yeah, I'm going Man City just purely off the fact that they have some nice options off the bench, and as in like rotation players, and I just think like someone like Mars will just pop off because he's just ridiculous in the UCL. And yeah, I'm gonna back my boys City, not my boys, don't support them, but I'm gonna back them, and I'm gonna put in Calvin Phillips, rule breakers.
Lovely stuff, mate. I'm actually putting in Timo Werner, mate, because I've gone for the draw. I can go for either or. And Timo Werner up top. Lovely stuff. Well, we will now move on to Monaco versus Leverkusen. The reverse of this fixture was actually a very, very good game. And yeah, it was a bit of a goal fest as well. I believe it ended 3-2 to Monaco. I believe it was a fairly late goal as well. But now Monaco are at home, and I can really kind of only see a Monaco win. They're doing well in the league. Obviously, they got the win over PSG recently. Leverkusen, no disrespect, great side, and I'm sure we'd all be rooting for them because of that Diaby right mid card that I'm sure every single FIFA Ultimate Team fan will be wanting to get upgraded. However, I don't know. I think they've got a big fate to overcome there, especially being at home to Monaco. I just can't see it personally. I really can't see it.
I kind of agree. Like Monaco, four wins in a row, I think, in the league. Like they're looking good. Yeah. Also, I follow Leverkusen quite a lot because I follow all the Chelsea players on loan.
Yeah.
And obviously Hudson-Odoi's there. And he started really well for them, and then they sacked their manager, and then your boy Xabi Alonso came in to manage them. And under him, it seemed a bit dodgy. Like it's not gone bad, but it's not gone great in any way at all. They're just very kind of mid. So yeah, I think Monaco pretty easy, and I'm gonna put in one of their best players in Diatta.
We have then got Juventus versus Nantes. 1-1 draw last time out, which I was actually quite surprised at, to be honest. I think, Juve went 1-0 up fairly early on via Vlahovic, and then Blas scored just after half-time to secure a 1-1 draw, which if you're Nantes, then you're probably rather happy with that. And to be fair, no disrespect to them, they're in a pretty decent run of form. Did lose away in their last fixture, but
they're
do you know what?
They're
With the
both
state
doing
of
like
Juve at the moment,
not like Juve aren't doing that well, but Nantes aren't like doing crazy well compared to like maybe what they were doing last season as well. So I think they're both doing. I think they're both being underwhelming. But I think like the Juve European experience will just kind of guide them just to win, just to edge it.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm in agreement now. I don't think there's going to be much in it. I think they'll put up a good fight, but I think Juve will eventually come out on top. I've put in Cuadrado's moments card, mate, in at right back.
Very nice. I've put in Di Maria's team of the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Very nice card. I do not have that card anymore. Next fixture, PSV versus Sevilla. Now, this is actually in the last week's run of games as well, and Sevilla got a very nice 3-0 win over PSV, which I'd kind of assumed that Sevilla would win. It was at home, and, they're a very good side as well, and against PSV, just had too much. Gakpo obviously isn't there anymore, so, that's definitely a lot of their firepower gone. I do have to say, though, I think at home, I don't think it's going to be the same story. I feel like what you got to kind of remember as well with these second legs, they're very tricky because Sevilla probably won't field like... They might not field the same team that they fielded against them in the first leg. They've got 3 goals cushion. It's going to be a huge triumph for PSV to turn this round at all. But I do think they've got kind of nothing to lose at this stage. PSV.
No.
So I'm actually going to go for a PSV win. I think they could go for it and maybe just win like 1-0, or it could even be a draw, to be honest. But I think they're genuinely more likely to win this leg. Don't think they're going to go through, don't get me wrong, but I think they could be getting a win here. And I'm going to be putting in Savio, mate, the Brazilian SBC at right wing.
Oh yeah, he is a player. I'm actually going to look at it the other way around. I think PSV are going to go for it so much that Sevilla are, I think they're famously quite a defensively strong team. So I think they're going to defend that well, and then I think they can just counter it because PSV are going to be going for it fully. I think they're just going to kind of like defend it, hold it back, and then just counter a couple of times. So for that reason, I'm going for a Sevilla win, and I'm going for Jesus Navas.
Oh, very nice card. It's a good position as well to put in if you're very confident. That is a fullback, a vital position in your team.
It is.
We have then got Roma versus Salzburg. Now, Salzburg actually got a late little winner, which secured my prediction to be correct last time, which I was very, very happy about. However now, Roma are at home. I mean, their form's a bit patchy, let's be honest. They had a good run of form a couple of weeks ago, near the start of the year and back end of 2022. However, I just think at home they're going to have too much for Salzburg now. I always think Salzburg is quite a tough place to go. And now it being back at Roma, I can only kind of see one winner if you ask me. So yeah, I'm going to go for a Roma win, mate. What are you thinking?
I think they've proven, obviously winning last year, the Conference League, they're just great. They just have that winning mentality in the league. Jose, you know what Jose's like in Europe. He is unbelievable.
Exactly.
The mighty Tammy Abraham, going to be absolutely quality. God, I sound like Sean Dyche in this video. Should be managing Everton. Sound like I've just had a pack of 40. Right, and then who else do we have? Oh yeah. Basically, just like Roma's just kind of bring the quality. Like Salzburg, like respectable team, and they always kind of over deliver in Europe, I think.
Yeah, they provide a lot of exciting football. It's got to be said. Yeah. I still remember that game, Liverpool versus Salzburg. And it was like 4-3, I think, to us or something in the end. Minamino grabbed a couple.
Oh, yeah.
They always just seem to produce some exciting prospects, don't they?
Yes.
I think Mane used to play for them as well.
Indeed, yes.
A lot of players
the
have come from Salzburg.
Group.
Yeah,
sure. I'm going to be going for... annoyingly, I didn't pick up his, like the 88 card, but I'm going to go for Chris Smalling.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Because his in
really
form
good card.
Is just actually so good as well. Like
bit
of a broken card.
Definitely. And his flashback, is even better. I also missed out on that card, unfortunately. So yeah, 2 Roma wins then, mate. Happy days. The next fixture is arguably up there with the biggest of the lot.
Yeah.
We had an absolute spectacle last time out between these two sides. Manchester United versus Barcelona. Rashford done a madness once again. It was honestly, probably, I think genuinely it can go up there with one of the greatest Europa League games to have ever existed. I think the other games that are up there, like Dortmund, Liverpool, in that, I think it was like the quarter-final or whatever, it was like 4-3. But this, if you think about Man United and Barcelona, these two teams don't belong in the Europa League. No disrespect to them, but these are 2 European giants and the biggest, arguably, of them all. So, for them to be, playing Europa, it's quite a spectacle. And the stats last time, I think it was like 40 shots between them both or something like that. It was mental. So I see nothing but another chaotic game like that. Although I am quite certain United are going to go through.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna get the win at Old Trafford, and I think Rashford could have another big say about it.
When you're playing like he is, I think it is going to stop at some point, but right for now, it is unstoppable. He is just flying. One thing about Rashford that I've noticed since like post World Cup is he's got a bit. He's kept his pace, but got stockier. He's now like I think he's finally like fully grown into his body. He just seems like a proper athlete now, which I think is the thing that changed him, because before he was rapid and good at shooting, but you could just shrug him off a bit as a defender. But now like he's just got that power in him. Really impressive. And I mean, he is just a confidence player, isn't he? And I think Ten Hag has to have some credit to it as well, because he's doing it to Sancho as well, a player that was out of confidence, and he's brought him back like well. And now Rashford's clearly playing the best he's ever played. To be fair, I think a lot of it has to do with Ronaldo leaving, because everyone's kind of improved since that's happened.
Definitely.
But good stuff. I'm putting in actually. I didn't do the full Smalling SBC. But I did the first part to it to get Phil Jones. So he's going in as my Man U player.
Really nice, mate. Love to see that. I am putting David De Gea in goal, which is, bold of me, but I am feeling... Actually, no, I'm not putting David De Gea. I'm using my icon. I want to put Van der Sar in there, mate.
Oh, battle of the icon goalkeepers. I love that.
Indeed, mate. Indeed. So, there we are. And then we've got the final fixture. Union Berlin versus Ajax. Now, if you aren't tracking the Bundesliga at the moment, there always seems to be one team that kind of overperforms in that league. One that kind of slips through the radar, and, that is Union Berlin this season. They are doing very, very well. They are actually joint top in Bundesliga with Bayern Munich and also Borussia Dortmund. They've got some good players, not necessarily on FIFA, but... their record, they're literally unbeaten. First of all, they're unbeaten in 2023. Second of all, there's a handful of games, if you look through their form, that they've lost. They don't really drop points. They did draw against Ajax away from home, obviously, in the previous fixture. But, they are getting some very, very good results. They probably would have liked to have beaten Schalke on the weekend. But, I do think they're going to come here and, put on a pretty good performance and actually go ahead and grab the win, which is why I'm going to go for their centre-back, their Dutch centre-back, and he is called Doki. That's probably not how you pronounce it as well, but, he's got 90 physical, and I'm sure he's going to do the job, mate. What about yourself?
Interesting. Yes, I think it'd be silly to ignore Union Berlin's form in the league, but Ajax in Europe are just giants, special,
aren't they?
They are special. I think they are going to turn up there and they're going to squeeze out a result. I'm going for it. I'm going for an Ajax win. I just think, for me, a lot of European football is carried by reputation. Some teams are just brilliant in the league, and some are just some are just European teams. Like I think Chelsea, like quite recently, are very much of that kind of ilk. Liverpool, quite a lot are like that as well.
Yeah. It's only in recent years that we've actually started challenging really for the league and
100%.
stuff.
I'm going to be putting in Kudus at my centre mid spot. Looks like a fantastic card. I've got a hell of a lot of pace in my team, which I'm very excited. Hopefully, I can keep all these players and not have the slow bronzes. But yeah, I'm gonna put my neck on the line and go for an Ajax away win to grab it.
Fair play, mate. Love to see it. Well, our remaining spot will be filled by a player of our choice when we come to film the second part. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. The end of this week's predictions. Let us know in the comment section below what you guys have predicted. I will put a link to a tweet which you can follow, and it will be a thread where you can vote on every single game what you think the outcome is going to be. Let's hope we are correct. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the results. And it is actually a couple of days after all these games have been played. It's actually Monday, the 27th of February. So we are a few days, but I was away over the weekend. And yeah, we're finally here reacting to our predictions. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, were them European games ones to, yeah, hopefully not remember, especially if you're a Liverpool fan, that's for sure. So, yeah. We will start off then, mate, with the Frankfurt versus Napoli game. I think we were both in agreement that Napoli were very much going to grab the win. Frankfurt ain't a bad side, but yeah, they
Napoli's
continue
a joke.
there. Mate, 100%. Osimhen, their winger as well. The guy that I've got in my team, I don't want to try and pronounce his name. But yeah. They cruised, I think, pretty much.
How much do you reckon Osimhen's going for in the summer?
Oh, mate.
100?
100 mil, yeah, I would say. Yeah. And also the other guy as well. I mean, they will end up selling them both. There's no doubt about that.
I think definitely Osimhen. I feel like the other guy,
he could
it
stay
seems
for
like, yeah, I think he could play for more. But if Napoli are winning the Serie A, I feel like he's one of those players that might be content staying, but just in my imagination, Osimhen's just like he either get him, I don't know, to like just one of the top teams in the world, like not Real Madrid, but like a Barca, a Munich, or any of the Prem top 6.
Yeah, literally. He is an absolute joke. So yeah, Napoli. Absolute cruise past. Then we had on the same evening Liverpool versus Real Madrid, and look, ladies and gentlemen, I was absolutely buzzing after what 20 minutes was it? 15 minutes? Yeah, 2-0 up.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Nunez with fair play, an unbelievable finish, and it's a bit of a signature finish for him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Salah as well, making the most out of Courtois' mistake, and then Vinicius Jr. comes back with an absolutely unbelievable goal. That guy is world class through and through. He's unbelievable. Fair play for Real Madrid paying, what was it, like 45 million or 60 million or something crazy when he was like 16 years old or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's just all paid out, hasn't it?
Oh, 1,000,000%. And yeah, don't really know what Alisson was doing. The
Both
rest
keepers,
of the goals,
really.
yeah, Trent was terrible on Eder Militao's goal. Gomez was all over the place. It was just an absolute shambles of a performance from Liverpool. And Real Madrid, fair play. They are, in Europe, something else. They're outrageous. So yeah, unfortunately, going to have to remove the Van Dijk from my team. And that does mean I'd only have one centre-back as it stands. You predicted a Madrid win, didn't you, mate?
I did. I'm not going to lie. If I'm being honest, I predicted a Madrid 1-0, like smash and grab.
Yeah.
But in this series, the results prediction doesn't matter. It's just if you get the win or loss right. And that means I have 92 prime Casillas in goal.
Yeah, not too happy about that, mate. Not too happy about that. We will roll into the Wednesday fixtures then. It was Inter versus Porto. I went for an Inter win in this. Who did you go for?
I went for Inter win as well. I've got my boy Romelu Lukaku up front, which I'm looking forward to keeping.
Very nice. Yeah, I got Barella, who I would actually love Liverpool to sign, to be fair. Lukaku actually, got the goal. 86th minute.
Yeah.
Quite a
there
late
was a lot of chat. I think the... is it the sporting director or the owner came out like before when the lineups were announced, being like, I don't really understand why Lukaku's not playing.
Really?
Yeah. He said something about like he's got like X amount of kg on his back and he's carrying it, he looks good and everything, and then he comes on and scores, like, did he score the winner or a couple?
Yeah, it was the winner. It was 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0.
And he's just one of those players, and I feel like he needs a chip on his shoulder. But then at the same time, if he has a chip on his shoulder, it can go one of two ways. He can just properly sulk it out, or he can just be like an absolute bully.
He kind of needs the right team around him, I think, to perform well. And unfortunately, in recent years, it hasn't really gone his way. Aside from that, well, a couple of years at Inter, or was it a year at Inter? A few years back before he signed for United, was it? He was at Inter, wasn't he? So. Yeah,
and that one game for Chelsea against Arsenal.
Yes, not wrong. We've then got Leipzig versus Manchester City. I nailed this on the head here, mate. 1-1. I got a draw out of this. I mean, I think City did have a few opportunities. They could have probably taken the game, but then I think later on when I was watching the second half, Leipzig were, had quite a few opportunities as well. I know Hendrick put one just wide of the post, and it just seemed like it just kind of had a draw written all over it, if you ask me, as the game wore on. So yeah, delighted with that, and I get to keep my Timo Werner up top, mate.
Sadly for me, I predicted a City win. I thought it'd be a 1 or 2-0, like a little, just like a nothing game, and then just like City just putting a penalty in, or like Amara's kind of like winning it and that kind of thing. But yeah, it just kind of like simmered out really as a game, and it just looked like both teams wanted a draw. It was quite weird. But that means Phillips, my CDM, is out.
Unfortunately for you. Well, we have then got the Thursday night fixtures for the Europa League, and the first one was Monaco versus Leverkusen, and I was pretty certain about a Monaco win there. They obviously won away from home, and I put in Chao Enrique at left back. What a game it sounded like it was. I think it was 2-2 and then went to penalties. Yes, it was 2. No, it was 3-2 to Bayern Leverkusen, sorry. So they kind of matched the scoreline that Monaco got away from home. So, yeah, and then obviously went to penalties. Extra time, no result there. And then penalties. Diaby actually scored the winner. Fair play Leverkusen. I don't think many people...
They're just in really poor form at the moment. But as I said, I think I said in the first half, kind of in the predictions, like European football, you can be playing unbelievably in your league and just be awful in the Champions League, and massively vice versa. You can play so bad in the Prem. Both times Chelsea have won the Champions League, we've been like in awful positions in like the league, or not top 4 basically, or struggling for top 4. So it just kind of shows that like the best team in Europe isn't actually doing well in their individual league. So it kind of sums it all up.
League form is not really something to take note of necessarily.
Not at all. I think also, especially with clubs like our two clubs, Chelsea and Liverpool, we're very much like we could be doing the worst. And when there's a Champions League night at the Bridge or Anfield, it's a different story. Well, it wasn't this weekend, but
unless Liverpool playing Real Madrid, unfortunately. So I've got to remove him, unfortunately. Our next fixture was...
I've got to get rid of Diatta, which is a massive shame, because that is my CDM. And my right mid gone. Damn. 96 pace out the window.
That's not good. Next fixture, Nantes and Juventus. Juventus cruised past this, mate.
Indeed.
Bear in mind, Nantes did actually get a red card with their centre back pretty early on. Although I think was he playing centre back? He was playing centre back. Yeah. Palois was the player that got sent off in the 18th minute. Di Maria with a hat trick. Believe it or not, actually, fair play. Wow. I didn't realise Di Maria got a hat trick. Nice. Fair play. So 3-0 for Juventus. I put in Cuadrado at right back, so nice to be able to keep hold of him. Who did you have?
I put in Di Maria, his World Cup team of the tournament.
Lovely stuff. We have then got PSV versus Sevilla. Now, I was pretty convinced, well, not necessarily convinced, but I thought PSV would nick it. I did think Sevilla would go through, but I thought Sevilla might hold, maybe sit back a little bit, not put out as good a team. I'm not really too sure what kind of lineup they did put out, whether it was a bit of a relaxed side or not. It doesn't look like it was from what I'm looking at right now. But yeah, PSV did manage to get the win over them, but unfortunately didn't have quite enough to get through into the next round. So I get to keep Savio, which I'm happy about. What about yourself, mate?
Getting rid of Jesus Navas. I backed the Sevilla boys, which is absolutely gutting. Yeah, that's a CDM, a right mid, and a right back gone. So my right side is looking pretty weak.
Yeah, that's pretty savage. We'll move on now to AS Roma versus Salzburg. Both of us predicted the Roma win. I believe I had Wijnaldum in. Who did you have in?
I have Chris Smalling.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. So you got a centre back. That's good. I've got a centre mid in here as well. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Sorry, mate.
Not too bad at all. Yeah, we're doing all right.
Man United Barcelona. What a game this was as well. 2-1. I put in Van der Sar for the kind of like icon player fixture for my team.
Nice.
And yeah, I was quite convinced that United were going to go through. It was a little bit of a period, I suppose you could argue, obviously when Barcelona did go 1-0 up through Lewandowski. But yeah, Anthony with a nice finish. Fred getting on the score sheet as well. By the way, that touch as well. Was it that game? It was that game, wasn't it? Fred's touch to then score that goal. I thought
Fred's such a weird player. Such a weird player. Yeah.
I mean, in the days of McFred, you could argue he probably wasn't the greatest asset to United, but I think under Ten Hag, everyone has kind of elevated their performances, haven't they? So yeah, credit.
It's annoying. You've just got to admit at this point he's doing a bloody good job.
Yeah, and it was unfortunate for me because I tweeted out. Look, when I do tweet out on Twitter anything regarding football, most of it is banter related, and it was banter related when I tweeted out about Anthony, and then 4 minutes later. Yeah, he scored. So, cheers. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. That is why FIFA YouTubers should not have any opinion on real-life football whatsoever.
Absolutely.
And the final fixture then, we have got Union Berlin versus Ajax. Now, we were split on this as well, weren't we, again?
Yeah, I'm so annoyed because I thought Union Berlin, yes, they're doing really well, but I just thought they're doing well in the Bundesliga. I don't think they're going to translate this to European football, but they did.
Yeah, solid performance, mate. 3-1. Funny enough, my player that I've got in, their centre-back, did actually manage to get on the score sheet as well. So, yeah, that's quite bold of me maybe to put in at centre-back. But just their league form, I know we were just saying a second ago about league form shouldn't really translate to Champions League, but they're doing very well. They're doing very, very well. Bayern did smash them on the weekend, unfortunately for them, but
it's Bayern Munich though, isn't it?
It is Bayern Munich. They are a very, very good side. So, happy days. Your Ajax player was who?
It was Kudus at Cam. So I've got the 4-1-3-2, and my centre defensive mid and right mid are gone. So it's only Di Maria in my midfield.
Damn, fair play. I lost my right centre back and my left back, so I done pretty well. I only got 2 results wrong, which I'm rather pleased with. Rather pleased. I think that's my best performance to date. So 80%, 60% seems to be about the average in this series at the moment. But yeah, we've got a position each that we need to fill in, obviously, because we have 10 fixtures every single episode. Who are you going to go for, mate?
I'll put in Bobby Carlos. I've got his baby card on loan, so why not? Something pretty pricey to put on the line.
Yeah, fair play. I'm going to be bold as ever, and I'm going to stick in my team of the year icon, Ruud Gullit. So that is the most expensive player on the game.
Yep.
Oh, God. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive into it. All right, good luck, mates.
Good luck to you too. Let's go. Probably my only good winger. But unfortunately, you have a good full back.
Yeah.
Oh, this seems a bit unfair, doesn't it?
Okay, that's not good. Seems a little bit unfair.
Come on, the bronzes. Right. Oh, you're a bronze as well, aren't you? Right. Right, you guys are... This side is definitely not bronze. My 2 best players. Come on. Ocean Man.
Oh, he's got him behind.
Ocean Man. Oh my God.
Damn.
He would not do that in real life.
No.
Oh, there we go. We're through. Oh, ref!
Oh!
He's wiped me out.
That's a bit suspect, that is.
That is sus, 100%.
It's been a bit scrappy so far, hasn't it?
My bronzes are playing pretty well. Oh, that's
a good
lovely.
ball. That's a good ball. Oh, Van der Sar, thank you very much. Cheers, lad.
He's too wise to be chipped like that.
Right, there's going to be a goal.
Oh,
my
no.
God. He's actually dived. He's genuinely dived.
We love a bit of simulation.
Crying
I'm
out
not
loud.
taking you, Rom. You are not having it. You know what? For the gigs, Robbie Carlos. You don't miss these. Oh, lovely.
Come on! That's a flipping bronze, is it not?
It is. It's Gallagher.
What's going on? It's literally 90 rated future stars against
I think
a
my bronzes are broken. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God, Barella, man, what's actually happened here?
What is going on?
What is going on here?
Oh. Oh, that's no. Oh, that is Phil Jones. To be fair, what a player? Oh God, Carlos, you spun him.
Jesus.
Oh, he's on, I think.
Oh,
No.
thank God for that. Right, I really need to sort this out. No point trying to take on the bronze because.
Nope.
Oh, it's a ball.
Oh, this is classic Werner, but will it be classic Werner in a different sense? I can't move.
Come on!
For some
Bit
reason,
of composure there. Bit of composure there, ladies and gentlemen.
I wanted to move the keeper, but then when I pressed down R3, all the like assistant guides came up, and I was just like, it was a bit of a sensory overload for me. So, fair play, but
Oh! Timo with a little... Oh!
flipping out.
Ref!
Have it.
Flipping out. Well, there
Oh,
we are. Half
I'm a bit gutted by
time.
that half.
Yeah. All right, you could have scored a couple more, mate. And you
really
should have
could.
taken the opportunity whilst you could, because here we are, second half, ladies and gentlemen, and it's only going one way.
Flipping one-dimensional. What I want to do.
Oh, that's a red. That should be a red. But it's definitely not going to be. That's a goal.
Oh my
my keeper
God,
almost
he
saved it.
nearly saved it. I mean, when one of the strikers is in the back post, I'm just going to put it in every time. Because they are both quite tall and good at heading.
Get there.
Oh, Jones.
Oh, no.
That is weirdly on-brand Jones. Oh my God, flipping out.
Oh my God, referee. Yes, straight red.
That is actually one of the most textbook Jones of like 5 minutes that you've ever seen.
100%.
Dives in, loses the ball. Old Trafford loses their nut at him, and then before you know it, what save?
No.
Before you know it, he's off. It's alright though. We don't need centre backs. Oh well, I mean,
Okay,
if that's gonna happen, then
Oh no.
go over here. Oh, there it
That's a
is.
ball.
Bash!
Oh
What a save!
my God. Why is he? What a challenge.
I've wanted that to thingy, but he's fallen down. Come on, Carlos. Oh, I've seen it. Oh, I haven't
Oh
seen
my
that,
God.
but it's worked.
Oh, what
God.
a save.
That was a ferocious finesse. Okay, this could be good. Oh, I like that a lot.
Oh, get out!
Oh,
Jesus, man, I don't like this. I've got flipping 14 million coins on the line.
oh, you. Oh no.
There we go. Draw means discard a piece, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually quite an even game in the end, to be fair.
It was. It was
Pretty even
thoroughly
game, mate.
enjoyable. Are the bronzes equaling the players?
No, they don't.
Okay.
However, people have been suggesting they should. So maybe, guys, in the comment section, let me know what you think about that. Right. Time to mix up, mate. Time to mix up.
I'm mixing.
Oh, God. Screw it. Right, I'm ready, mate. Oh, I should
Yeah.
probably put him somewhere different. There we go. Okay. Right, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
What formation do you have? Do you want me to go first, or?
You can go first, mate.
Okay. What formation do you have?
4-3-3-4.
Right back.
Oh, yes. It's a bronze. It's a bronze. Come on, Maguire. So that would have been Van Dijk. That would have been Team of the Year Van Dijk. See, that would be so savage, ladies and gentlemen. But if you do want to see it, maybe we can spin a wheel sometimes. And, you know, maybe we'd play the episodes. That would be quite brutal. Brutal rules. But, yeah, let me know in the comment section below. You, mate, I will say, I'll go for your left centre-back.
It's not good for the viewers. It is Freeman, and I'm a free man after discarding the bronze.
Okay, fair play. We've both been let off the hook there. Maybe as a draw, that's a fair result because I don't think either of us deserve to lose that game.
No.
But yeah, let us know in the comments section below whether you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to smash a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And yeah, we got next episode versus Haber, which will have been for all the weekend's fixtures, which will be out Wednesday. So see you guys then. Bye-bye.